So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to our MotoGP 18 career mode. Here we are then for the next episode. We are of course on the VR46 team for the Moto3 championship. So I had a lot of comments about doing qualifying as well as the race. So maybe we'll start doing qualifying, but I just want to power through Moto3. I don't really enjoy the Moto3 bikes at all, so I think when I get to Moto2 we'll start doing qualifying. But let's get into this then for the next round at Silverstone. At Japan, sorry, not Silverstone. So here we are then, here for the Japanese Grand Prix. Going to be starting from the back of the grid, of course, not doing qualifying yet. I will just want to, like I said at the start, I just want to power through Moto3. Get into Moto2, then we'll start doing some qualifying, and maybe towards the end of the season we could do some qualifying, but I know this is what a lot of you guys have been asking for. But to be honest, I just want to power through Moto3, get into Moto2, get on that Moto Grand Prix bike, and then do qualifying. So next season hopefully we should be at Moto2. We should hopefully do some qualifying then. But for now, just bear with. Hopefully you guys understand. But let's get into this race then at Motegi. We haven't got long left in this season, to be honest. We're over halfway point. So let's see what we can do then. Coming into turn number 1. Haven't ridden this track on this game before yet, so we'll have to see how this track layout differs. Doing pretty decent in the championship. Had a good few races previously to this one. So let's see how we do here at Motegi. Motegi's a track that I liked on the previous game, but of course your favourite tracks on your previous game doesn't mean they'll be your favourite once again, as this one does seem very different. That corner seems a lot different to what it is on MotoGP 17. The AI seems strong around here actually as well, so we just have to wait and see what we do then. Coming at the end of this straight, braking, trying to get on the inside of Alonso Lopez. Yes we do, trying to get underneath the Red Bull KTM, but he manages to get a better exit. Cut in front of Suzuki on the back of our former teammate then, Darren Binder. We need to make sure we get some decent points and don't drop off too much off of the front, or else it will affect our championship. And that of course is going to be our hopes of getting promoted up to Moto2, trying to get a Moto2 ride. So let's head up the inside of Alonso Lopez, who made it back up the inside. Oh, come on, underneath Darren Binder. Oh god, that's aggressive through there. Problem with 3-lap races, you're in a bit of a hurry to get through, so I'm having to be very aggressive coming at the inside of our teammate there. Oh, running a bit deep over the curbs, and he gets back at us. So let's see if we get past Foggy here. I expected him to be a bit further up the grid, to be honest, but we'll have to wait and see. Brake in then at the 100 metre board, very late on the brakes, up the inside. Oh dear, look at that, getting across the curb. And Foggy again is coming back at us. And while through the final corner we lose out again to Masaki. We're down in 20th place. This isn't good, but we should be able to pick up the slipstream now. Head up the inside. There we go, very late on the brakes. Again trying to get our teammate. Just not going to work out, is it? Right, can't get a decent exit out of there. Needs to take a wider entry, I think. So this race, if we finish outside of the points, it's going to throw us much further down the championship. We're going to have to do all of that hard work again. But we've still got this lap and the next lap to go. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Anything can happen. Obviously people could crash. The AI don't seem to crash that much on this game actually, compared to the previous one. Again coming up the inside of our teammate. See if we can make it stick this time. Yes we can. A bit of a block pass. Coming under the tunnel then. Let's keep pushing then onto our, again, one of our former teammates, Tony Arbolino. Is that how you say his name? God knows. I need to turn the graphics settings back up actually for this game. Turned it down to stream with. So see if we get a run on Cornfall. Head up the inside. I think we finally found a bit of pace at this track, but it's couple of laps too late, innit? Getting a lot of wheel spin coming onto the straight here, costing us a bit of time. So let's see if we can pick up a few points then. Can we go the inside of Minho? Oh, very aggressive there. So we're into 16th place. That should be 1 point for us, I think, if I've got the point rankings right. It should be 1 point for us. So we'll catch up to these guys then. nick a few more points. All about damage limitation as we come towards the end, almost probably about the halfway point of this lap now. Oh, he's right on the back of us, Jakob Kornfall. See how late we can break into this hairpin. Bring it back round. Oh, probably taking the MotoGP lines. This ain't good. 0.7 off of the back of Messiah. Will we be able to outbrake him down into this hairpin? Well, this very deep downhill braking zone. Probably not. No. Just not quite able to as we come now under the bridge. Again, into the final sector of corners. The AR used to be so slow through here on the previous game, but they've really improved it for this one. So there we go, coming across the line for 16th place. I think that's going to be 1 point. So a pretty disappointing race here in Japan. Definitely one to forget. So let's see then. Let's see how the championship lines up, because that was a pretty poor race from us. And Antonelli in 4th place. He's going to gain massively. So we've dropped down to P8 in the championship. Oh, I know that's not good. So we need to get back past Toba and Antonelli, who are our championship rivals at the minute. We've lost a bit of rep as well, which isn't good. We beat our teammates though. So let's get into the next race then and see how we get on. Here we are then for the race at Phillip Island. As you can see, it is very foggy out and very overcast here at Phillip Island. So we've got this race and then another 2 races left in this season for Moto3. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be finishing this season in this episode. So we're going to have 4 races in this episode, all without qualifying of course, as you know, and then we should be getting into Moto2 hopefully if we can get ourselves a ride. So next season qualifying will be coming to the career mode. So onto the back then of Darren Binder, obviously one of our former teammates. So again, haven't really ridden this. I think I've ridden it once on a live stream and it was a MotoGP class race. So we'll see what we're able to do. Onto the back of Darren Binder, getting out wide. Come on mate, get out the way son. Up into 20 seconds, so it's quite a quick start to the lap. Not very many braking zones. Are now coming into the first major braking zone. Up the inside of a bunch of bikes, getting all across the grass then. So look at that. 2 riders coming underneath us. Didn't quite see who it was, but we're stuck in a bit of a pickle here. Stuck in a bit of a battle. Oh, he's like trying to go by inside. And then onto the back of Tony Arbolino. So let's see how we can do then. So into 15th place already off of the start, which is a good start for us. And then going to be coming over this long left-hander into the downhill braking zone, which is very difficult, into the hairpin. It's all about getting it right. The AR used to be so slow down here as well. So it's not as deep of a downhill braking zone like it was on the previous game actually. So quite a short lap to be honest. So we're running out wide there. That's going to cost us. Jakob Kornfall up the inside. Get out of the way, Kornfall. Oh, we've lost so much time now. We've lost touch with that front pack because of Kornfall slotting in front of us. So let's just power past him. 145.2. He's coming back at us. Look at this. He's got the side draft. Can we outbrake him around the outside? Into turn number 1. A very difficult braking zone. One of these long right-handers which is very difficult to get right. Let's go. Kornfall's coming at us. Get out of it, Kornfall. Look at that. Bastianini down in 14th place. Catch up massively to these guys through here. Very quick. First sector. Coming up the inside of everyone. Look at this. Going on the curb. Oh, a bit of contact there. And we're up into 12th place. So getting ourselves up the order a bit. And here's Toba, our championship rival. He's down in the lower end of the points. He's down in like 11th place, which isn't good for him. But it's good for us. So we should be able to clear him and hopefully catch up a little bit to him. So see what we can do coming through this long, fast right-hander. It's a very quick circuit, this one. Not many heavy braking zones. Can we get underneath Toba? Try, yes we can, underneath Toba. Very aggressive there. Onto the back of Dalla Porta. Getting into this downhill braking zone up the inside. Oh, that's too aggressive there. Just pushing everyone out of the way. Come on then, onto the back of Minio. Hold a tighter line through there. Don't lose out too much. So we're into 8th place, which is our race objective set by the team. Who's just coming onto the back of us? They're going to come out and run at us, surely. And for the next season, I could probably turn up the difficulty as well. So we're into 8th place, onto the final lap then. Let's see how we get on coming to turn number 1. Look at that, getting all over the grass there, that's not good. To the back of Minio, very bumpy round here. He's just coming up our inside. Not having any of it, come on, let's go. So we get a decent run out of there, pick up a bit of slipstream on Minio. See if we can formulate and move on to him. Try and tactically get past him. Oh no, we're on the outside here. Can we cut it back, take a slightly different line, get the cut back, get a bit better traction. It's not going to that sort of line isn't going to really work on these lower powered bikes. Smaller engines, of course, so less power. Trying to get past Minio. Stuck in behind him a little bit here. We're obviously on the final lap, so we want to get the job done. We've got a bit of a move up the inside of Minio. Onto the back of Messiah. Oh, just sort of drive under him there. Oh, he comes back at us. He sticks his wheel out at us. Onto the back of Rodrigo. Oh, he sort of tagged him a little bit. He's on the inside though. Give him room. Oh dear. Everyone's going to come up the inside if we're not careful. Oh my god, slotting in. Try and get underneath Rodrigo again into this final corner. Power down. Pick up the slipstream, come on. Oh no, we haven't got enough of a run to get him at the line. Here we go. Oh, so close, but not quite. So a bit of a better race there. Bit worried at the start we weren't going to pick up many positions, but I think we did pretty decent. Still level 42, nearly level 43, so as you can see, our championship rivals, where are they? Where's Antonelli? Antonelli, 18th. Toba, where's Toba? I can't find Toba, so this should, promotes us back up to 7th place, so we're now 5 points off of the back of Toba, so hopefully we can pick up 6th place here in the Moto3 Championship, so meeting our objective, getting lots of R&D points. So let's get into the R&D menu then, and see what we can do here for the Valentino Rossi Sky team for the Moto3 Championship. See what upgrades we can pop on the bike then for the next round. Bike development. So can we do the engine maybe again? Not quite able to get the engine. Brakes, got the brakes on already. Suspension, bike stability, absorb the shocks. Frame, react faster when steering. Option increases the rate of descent. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Right, so we've upgraded the bike frame. So let's get into the next round, which is the penultimate race of the season. So here we are then at Malaysia, and it's raining. It actually looks like a thunderstorm, to be honest. And I've still got my graphic settings right down because of streaming, so hopefully it'll look better in the next episode. I'll turn it back up for the next episode, but here we are then. Obviously still looks good, but here we are then at Malaysia. Gonna have to put traction control on a little bit, I think, just to help us in the wet. See if we get a run up the inside then. Try not to come flying in like a bowling ball. Brake it as late as possible. Just let the bike roll in. Take a very tight line up the inside. Oh, getting understeer. Who's that coming underneath us? It's absolute carnage at the start of this Moto3 race. I mean, look at the wet weather going on here. Oh, look at the rear going on us there. Look at the run we're getting through here, though. Underneath Sasaki, up into 13th place then. Onto the back of Norodin. Outbrake him up the inside. Not quite able to outbrake him. Oh, contact with Norodin. And we get the job done. So, onto the back of Messiah then. And again, this is a track I haven't ridden, especially on Moto3. Oh, struggling through there. So we're into 12th place, so decent start off of the start of this race. It's just how we recover through here. Obviously being a wet track, it could be a bit of an advantage for us, but it might also not be. Traction control is doing okay on 2. I might turn it up just to get that bit more traction. Trying to get up the inside here at turn 9, up the inside. Lovely move there. Onto the back of Rodrigo then, so we're in 10th place right now. Come on then, let's get past Rodrigo. Onto the back of him. Let's go, let's go. Onto the back of Rodrigo. Can we go to the inside? Oh, the infamous turn 14. Obviously where Rossi and Marquez had that collision back in, what, 2015? That was ages ago now. That was almost 3 hours. That's 3 years ago. So in the slipstream of Ramirez, and can't see a thing of this track. Coming up the inside of Ramirez. Just had the bike rolling on the brakes onto the back of Toba. Oh man, look at the rear spinning up there. Right on the back of Toba. We've got a decent run on him actually. Getting that slipstream. Get past Toba, one of our championship rivals. Where's Antonelli? Where is Antonelli? He's not in the top 10. Oh my god, we clipped him then. Oh, turn 1. Look at that. Messed up turn 1. And they're right on the back of us again. Oh, we've completely dropped back behind Toba there. Got a run on him. Let's go, let's go. In the slipstream of Loy. Up the inside at turn 4. Back into 6th place. Get a decent run out of there onto the back of Fabio Di Gianantonio. Oh no, turn 5 is a very difficult one for me. Try and stick it with them. To turn 6. Again, another difficult one. If you mess up turn 5 like I did then, and who's this on the back of us getting a bit of a run? Try and break as late as we can in these wet weather conditions. Oh, look at that. Loy up the inside and Toba trying to follow through. We get back on Loy though. Lovely stuff there. Lovely, lovely racing with the AI. So let's see if we get 5th place off of Fabio. Go ahead up the inside. Trying to be a bit cautious on the... Oh! Trying to be a bit cautious. So if you clip the AI... Oh, he's coming back at us. If you clip the AI in any certain way, they do back right off, which is pretty annoying. We get back at Fabio. Yes, up into 5th place. So, Minyo's next. Oh no. Look how wide we've run out there. That is a mistake from us, and we drop back into 6th place. Into turn 14, try to get underneath him. Coming on the straight, this isn't good. He's going to get a run on us because he's going to have the slipstream. So we're going to be ending this lap and coming on to the final lap. It's a very, very long lap round here. Over 2 minutes on these Moto3 bikes. So we're going to be coming across the line and let's see what the gap is then. So we've got Loy behind. Martin sets a 22.1. We set a 23.8. So way off the pace. Martin absolutely running off with it. 1.8 seconds is the gap to Minyo. So let's see what we can do on this final lap. Do we push it and risk falling off, but risk getting 4th place or a podium? Or do we just sit back, try and defend our 5th place and get some decent points in the championship? Let's run deep into here. Getting off this wheel spin out there. Can't do that corner in the wet. Very, very difficult. Around here, having to get a bit of a lift. 1.4 is now the gap to Minyo. So we caught up 4/10 of a second. It's probably going to be a bit tough to try catch him during this lap, but we've closed in a lot through there. It's good through there actually. We'll have to see what the gap is. Through here though, probably lose a bit of time. Just make sure we hit the apex, carry as much corner speed, try to run wide into the next one, which is turn 6. Onto the back of Minyo. Almost, come on. That was decent through there, we didn't lose too much time. We're not under any pressure behind, so we might be able to. 0.9 of a second is the gap. If we can get a run, because they've got that massive long straight towards the end of the lap, maybe, just maybe we'll be able to get a decent run onto the back of Minyo. It's still 4th place as we run very deep and then accelerate up the hill. Traction control helping us out a lot through there. Definitely recommend using traction control in the wet. You can change it while you're on the bike, so it's very useful. So right on the back of Mino then, if we can get a decent run, we'll be able to get him into the final corner. That is okay through there. See what we can do into turn 13 and 14. If we just stick right on the back of him. On the brakes then at the end of this straight. Onto the back of Mario Bajecki, running out wide there. Bring it back, contact with Mino, trying to battle it out. And we just about wrestle him and beat him to the line, because we've got a bit of slipstream from Bajecki as well, which will help us out. So there we go. The penultimate race, we got 4th place, which is very good for us. Very good for us in the championship. Should give us a lot more rep as well. So look at that, that's a good result for our championship. So let's take a look at the standings now. Up into 6th place, there we go, joint points with Toba. So we just need to beat Toba in the next round to keep 6th place in the championship. So that's pretty decent into there. Getting a lot more bike development points, a lot more rep as well, which is good for us. So here we are then, the season finale of Moto3. We are finally here in the 8th episode, the finale of Moto3. This will be technically our 2nd season. Our 1st season Red Bull Rookies, 2nd season Moto3. Hopefully the next season will be Moto2. That is the aim, hopefully. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Obviously it looks like we've got a wet track here for the finale, which could help us out. We'll have to wait and see then. So I'm going to put traction control. It's only wet, so I'm going to put it to 1. It's not like heavy rain like the last race. So here we are with our teammate right back here. I don't know why he's all the way back here, Boulaga. So let's get up the inside then into turn number 1. Try it to be like a bowling ball into turn 1. We're back into last place through there. So see if we get past Lopez. Again going to that inside, and who's this? The inside of Arenas. Come on. Up to 21st place, so quite a short track around here, very tight as well. Got to be very aggressive, especially in the wet. Trying to get over the inside to 16th. It's not going to work there. Come on then, let's try and get some decent points. Obviously we're in for a chance of taking 6th place in the championship. Just got to be level with, well, beat Toba. Here's Antonelli then. He's not having a great end to the season. Neither's Toba, to be honest. So hopefully we can make our way back as we get up the inside of Antonelli. Maybe, no. If we can pull it round underneath though, get on the power a bit earlier, get a lot of wheel spin though, which has cost us. We're not going to be able to go around the outside, surely. No, we're not. No, cut it back though. As Antonelli gets underneath Adam Norridon on the power. Let's go, let's go. So if we can get right on the back of this pack through the final corner and onto the straight as we get underneath Norridon. Come on, there we go, job done. Into 14th place, and Antonelli's left out wide, and we're all over the grass. It just cost us there. Into the final corner then. Bring it round. Oh, Antonelli cuts our nose off. Let's go then. Massive amounts of slipstream going to be going on this straight then. Antonelli. Let's see if we get him into turn number 1. So where is Toba? 7th place. That's achievable. That is achievable. That is. Braking late into turn number 1. Up the inside. Trying to get up into the top 10. Obviously we've got this lap and then the next lap. So we need to really get a wiggle on. Up the inside of Ramirez. There we go. Into 10th place. And that looks like Toba right there. So we've got a real shot. As long as Ramirez. As long as we don't battle with Ramirez. We've got a real shot at this one. Underneath Rodrigo. Come on. Come on. Up the inside of... Is that Toba? Is that the inside of Toba? It looks like Toba. So we go. We're ahead of our championship rival already. Which is good. We have been very aggressive off of the start. So onto the back of Philip Ertel then. Try not to make any mistakes here in this finale. Is it Toba? It is Toba. Look at that. We're ahead of our rival. So now we've just got to push. Get as many positions as we can. Get a decent amount of rep. And hopefully get ourselves a Moto2 ride for next season. Have to wait and see how we get on them. So obviously for the next season, the plan is to do qualifying in Moto2. Hopefully, I'm praying that I get a Moto2 ride for next season. We should do. We've done pretty decent in this Moto3 season. Just gonna have to keep building on the performances, trying to better ourselves around these final few corners. Getting on the grass there, that's pretty annoying. That Then on right on the back of Philip Ertl. Very late on the brakes into the final corner. Do a bit better at the final corner on this game compared to the last game. It's quite bumpy on the last game. We got Toba right behind us, our championship rival, a 45 flat from Martin. We did 45.593, so quite far off the pace. Obviously he is on the quickest bike. Trying to come around the outside in turn 1, that's not going to work. Into turn number 1, so we're all over the back of Philip Ertl. Can we make a move up the inside? Oh, we're there. Oh, we've nerfed him out wide, very aggressive. That's a Marc Marquez style move there. Onto the back of Minio then. Wouldn't be surprised this guy comes back at us. So Toba's right behind us. He knows what's at stake. 6th place in the championship is at stake here. But Philip Ertl keeping it in front. Trying to catch us like a Minio. Getting a lot of wheel spin around here. Obviously it's a wet track. It's obviously drying up. But just got to watch that rear end. Trying to make any mistakes. Braking late into turn number 8. Very wide actually. Oh my god, we got a tank slapper. I thought we were going to come off then. Look at this, taking a wide line to turn 11. Oh, we left ourselves very vulnerable to a whole pack of bikes behind that could have come up the inside. Look at this. Look at this massive pack. We've dropped off the pace on this last lap. Obviously, feeling the pressure on this last lap. But we're going to stick with it. Getting on the grass, come on. Break into the final corner, come on, this is crucial for the championship. This could be the decider whether we get a Moto2 ride for the next season or not. Keep it. How's Antonelli caught right up like that? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy, but there we go. Decent result. So it's just about whether we manage to get enough rep to get into Moto2. We'll have to wait and see. So in the Riders' Championship, you can see 6th place in the championship. I'll take that as a rookie. I will take that. Championship objective was 5th. We didn't beat our championship objective. That was not good. 5th? How was I meant to get 5th? So the moment of truth then. Let's see what we're going to be doing for the next season. So let's view offers. We got a Moto2 ride on the table. Obviously go back to Red Bull Rookies, Moto3, but Moto2, here we go then. What we got? We've got a few teams. Quite a lot of teams. Actually. Look at all these. Loads of teams. So the choice is ours. Who are we going to be riding for in the next season? Obviously we could ride for this team with Danny Kent and Fabio Quartararo, which I think I might do. We'll join the Beta Tools Speed Up Racing team. So let's hop on over to them for the next season. It's going to be in Moto2. We're going to be doing qualifying. So let's see how we get on then in the next episode. So I hope you did enjoy this season of MotoGP 18, obviously in the Moto3 Championship. Now at the Speed Up Racing team. So we'll see how we get on. So I hope you did enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.